Can we continue? Srila Maharaj. The chapter 5 is about knowledge. Knowledge above mortality. So knowledge above mortality is knowledge proper. Mundane knowledge has no value, for it does not endure. We must inquire elsewhere for permanent knowledge. Real knowledge is stable. It has a firm foundation, and Vedic education deals with how to acquire that knowledge. The meaning of the word Veda is know, to know. No rhyme or reason is shown why you should know, and no explanation is given. Simply know. Means knowing. Meaning of the words Veda is know. Knowledge. No. No rhyme or reason is shown why you should know. And no explanation is given. Simply know means Veda. Because doubt is absent in the spiritual plane. No cheating is possible. It is a simple direct transaction. No. In that transcendental plane, everyone is a confidential friend. And they are stainless in their conduct. No cheating tendency is possible there. So there is no suspicion. Here we are in a plane of misunderstanding and doubt. So we want to examine everything. We are living in a vulnerable and vitiated plane where people cheat one another. We cannot rely on others, for they may deceive us. This is material plane. But where cheating is unknown, transactions are very simple and straightforward. So no reason is given for suggestion that come down from that plane. How the question arises how to attain that sort of true, comprehensive and non-deceptive knowledge is the question. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that vidi praniparatina pariprasnena sevaya ubadeksyandite jnanam jnaninas tattvadasina. To learn knowledge above mortality, you must approach a self-realized soul. Accept him as your spiritual master and take initiation from him. Inquire submissively and render service unto him. Self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you, for they have seen the truth. It's a very important point, and it is, in truth, it's very difficult. Because our cheating tendency is so strong that we do not have faith in anyone. We think cheating, we get cheated by everyone in this material world. What is this? Oh. It's disturbing. No. Okay. Someone disturbing me. You can check. The machine is not working. You stabilize the cable.
I cannot reach.
Hare Krishna. Yes, now you see, this is material world. Yes. So, self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you, for they have seen the truth. We have to approach the domain of knowledge with self-surrender, honest inquiry, and a serving attitude. We have to approach that plane with the mentality of slavery. Higher knowledge will not serve a person of lower status. If we want perfect knowledge at all, we will have to serve the Supreme Lord. He will use us for His own purpose, not that we will use Him. We may be subjects in this mundane world, but we will have to become objects to be handled by the super-knowledge of that plane. If we want to connect with that higher knowledge, we must approach with this attitude. So this is our problem in this world is we may accept God, but we accept Him as, yes, experience. We want Him to become our servant. So that's because we are here in this material world and we are covered by ignorance. That's because of this we have to connect with that higher knowledge. We must approach with this attitude. To learn knowledge above mortality, must approach self-realized souls, accept Him as your spiritual master and take initiation from Him. Inquire submissively and render service unto Him. Self-realized souls can impart knowledge into you, for they have seen the truth. So with this attitude we have approached Him. Pranipada means that I have finished my experience here. in this world. I have no charm or aspiration for anything in this world. Then there is pariprasna, or honest, submissive and humble inquirer, with sincere eagerness, not with a challenging mood. Otherwise, perfect knowledge won't care to descend to us. So it is very important how to approach real sadhu. We can ask him question, but we must ask him in the service mood, not challenging mood. You cannot argue like this with him. He's telling you something and you think, but I think like this. And challenging mood, then we will never understand. It will not come to us. Krishna is already full in himself, so we have to enter his domain only to fulfill his purpose. He can't be subservient to us, for we are tiny persons with meager experience in the conception of mean fulfillment. We cannot handle him. We can approach him only if we like to be handled by him. This means bhakti. Artificially we cannot surrender. This is not surrender. When we come to the Lord singing on the altar, now I surrender. But then when the Superman will come with the gong, then okay, now it's finished with surrender now. My tongue is calling. So, but we can only approach him only if we like to be handled by him. When we give our everything, our self, to him, so that he can handle us. Such a favorable environment should be created where real knowledge is to be cultivated. That knowledge is supreme and cannot be subservient to the mundane conception. The world of mortality. It is Satchit Ananda. Sat means unassailable, existence. Chit means consciousness. And Ananda means beauty and pleasure. I must try to relieve myself of my present material miseries and inquire after a proper land where I can live happily. Having come to this conclusion, we will have to search for a person who is a bona fide agent of the higher world and consult with him about how we can be relieved from this present undesirable environment. In the Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, Tasmad Gurum Papatyate Jignasu Suttamam Saptipavedam Adam Pramani Upasamsrayam. What is the conception of real good? Who is considered to be a bona fide agent of the truth? One who has knowledge of the scripture that has descended from the upper domain, who has theoretical as well practical knowledge of higher truth, must be approached by a bona fide inquirer. So, for such a qualified spiritual master can impart proper knowledge to the sincere student. In the Mundaka Upanishad, it's also stated that Vijnanatam Sagruna Vipakachit Samit Panishtotrem Brahmanishtam. In order to learn transcendental knowledge, we must approach a genuine spiritual master, coming in disciple succession, who is fixed in the absolute truth. In this verse, the word Radha means after this. When one's calculation is finished, he sings, life is not worth living here in this world of birth and death, old age and disease. I must have a better world in which to live, where I can live as a gentleman. At every moment, death is devouring everything. Birth, death, old age, and disease. All these troubles prevent me from fulfilling my ambition here. I want something categorically different. At that time, taking the responsibility of his own shoulder, on his own shoulders, without giving any trouble to the Guru, and at the risk of poverty, ill feeding, and so many other hardships, he will approach the Guru. It is a free transaction, not that he will give something to Gurudev, but he will collect what is necessary for sacrifice, for education at his own risk. He will approach the spiritual master. And what will be the position of the Guru? He will be well versed in the scripture, the Shruti Shastra, or that knowledge which can only be acquired through the medium of sound, by attentive, earnest hearing. Stotyam Brahmanishtam. Brahmanishtam means one who is established in Brahman, means spirit, who is acquainted with the causal position of the universe. That is described in the Upanishads. Yato va imani bhutani jayanti yena yatani jivandiyat puyandya visham vishandhi tad pramadat vijigyasa. Taittiriya Upanishad. The Supreme Brahman is the origin and shelter of all living beings. When there is a creation, he brings them forth from their original state. And at the time of annihilation, he devours them. After creation, everything rests in his omnipotence. And after annihilation, everything again returns to rest in him. These are the confirmations of the Vedic hymns. Yasmin vigyate savam vigyatam bhavati. Yasmin prapti savam idam praptam bhavati. By knowing him, everything is known. This one line, we have to only, the whole Vedas included. If you know him, you know everything. By getting him, everything is gained. We have come to inquire about Brahman, the biggest, the all-accommodating principle, by knowing which we can know anything and everything. And it is possible. It is not impossible. The Upanishads say, if you want to know anything, then know the whole. What is the nature of the whole? Everything is coming from him. Everything is being maintained by him. And again, everything enters into him. That is Brahman. So try to know that. If you can know that, everything will be known to you. Is there anything, comments or questions we can? Doubts? Or could you follow? Could you follow? Not really, but the Buddhists, they have Buddha, and his goal, or their goal is make everything zero. Otherwise it is very identical with Vedic scriptures, because Buddha is also an incarnation, but impersonal. Their goal is not Brahman, where you are in the Brahman, become one with others. Their goal is they want to make zero of. It is something like suicide, spiritual of the person. This they call this. This is their goal. The Christians. What is the goal of the Christian? They want to go to the heaven. They want to enjoy. We try to enjoy in this world. There you can enjoy it, in the heaven. But there is not God consciousness. There's no service or something like this. They want to enjoy heaven. They want to live and satisfy their subtle senses. So, similar, all the big religions, they come to this, that we want to enjoy. In next life you will go to heaven and you can enjoy, and you will find God there. But this is not God. This is God is not there where he becomes the creator for their sense gratification. So it's only Veda who give the deeper, the next step, that we are not meant to enjoy. We are part of the whole. We can only become happy when we satisfy the source, because we are part and parcels of him. If he is happy, then our happiness will also be there. If he is eternal, we become achinta beda beda tattva, means we become one with him. In the same time we are separated. Like it is, Krishna is only one, or God. But he expands himself into many. And he expands not that the expansion then become the master, and God has to serve them. No, if you want to know everything, you want to know why we are here, everything is known, he knows. Everything you can understand. and you will attain eternal life, eternal happiness, and absolute perfect knowledge. You will know everything. So if you can know that, everything will be known to you. There will be no secret, everything. In our world we are hiding, we are cheating. Like we think what I think, what's going in my mind, only I know. But if you come to the transcendental plane, you would be just a disturbing object. You cannot go as long as we are mentally engaged in searching for our personal happiness or sense gratification. Surrender means I give up, I have no taste anymore, because what is this bringing, running for my personal sense enjoyment? It will bind us. We will become slave of our senses, of our mind. Who is our guru? Who is our guru? We have accepted, externally we have accepted guru. But internally, our mind is the guru. What he tells us, we have to do. Then you see, get these eyes to see the world like this. Then you will understand more. Then one day you will come to the conclusion, no, I cannot attain what I am looking in this world here. So I am hopeless, I have no power, I am suffering in this world, and I am controlled by my mind, my senses. They are hounding me, or they are pushing me. So when you get understand like this, then you come to the conclusion, I am helpless, my Lord. Yeah, please accept me as your humble servant. Then Tatvidi Patina Pariprasnasi, where this shloka is very important. We have to approach in bona fide sadhu, guru, and ask question in a humble state of mind. You have to serve him, and he will reveal to you the truth, because he has seen it. So this is the condition, or this is these qualities we have to develop, not artificially. You are not a devotee when you put on dhoti and tilak. This is not. Devotee is ready to die for the Lord. He's ready to whatever the Lord wants, he accepts. And he has no, I cannot tolerate, I have to do my thing. Then I am under the control of the illusory energy. This is very, very dangerous for those who are living in this material world. How many lifetimes we have to go, come and go, that we are realized that it is not the place where we are looking for our fortune or happiness. Happiness can be only real happiness, can be only attained when we connect ourselves again with the source where we are coming from. We are meant for His satisfaction. We are His servants. As soon as you think I and my, then you are already again under the laws of the external world. You are not able to understand what is spiritual life, what is eternal life, who is God. Everything, nothing will be known to you. You will speculate on so many points. Mind already speculates. Even I speak this, the mind is trying to find a private door how I can go with my bag of desires or what I need, you know. We need nothing in this world. We need only Krishna. It's the only thing we need. And this we have forgotten in this material world. Bhagavatam also is told Yadadaro Mulanishi Chananina Tipyantida Skanda Bujabohashaka Pano Baracharadriyanam Tadeva Savahanam Ajutejya. Just as if you pour water under the root of a tree, the whole tree is fed. And just as when you supply food to the stomach, the whole body is fed. So if you can gain knowledge of the prime cause, Brahman, then you can know anything and everything. Faith in this is called Shraddha. So the Vedanta Sutta, the very gist of the Vedas, says Atato Prana Jigyasa. Now that you have finished with the fruitive activities recommended in the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas by joining me, we ask you to inquire about Brahman that is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Chanmadyasya jado Nivayad itaratascha vidyasvarat. Friends, let us inquire into the prime cause, whose nature is such that whatever we can see and whatever we can conceive of springs from Him. He is the ultimate cause of everything, both directly and indirectly. Only He knows the purpose for which all things are created and maintained. Only He knows where all things will go. Only He is aware of that fact. No one else. Desha Bhijasvara means that He knows the meaning of every incident in existence and that He is above giving any explanation to others. He is not responsible to any law or to anyone else. He is absolute and independent. In this way we have to approach Supreme Lord with this knowledge. He knows, I want to surrender to Krishna, I want to become a devotee of Krishna. But internally you have so many other desire in this world. And with this, we we think we can cheat him somehow or other. You will find. But this you cannot hide, you cannot cheat, because he knows everything. So that's because a real devotee who is sincere, he will get tested. He will get tested. You are really sincere. It is a play. This belongs to the pastime of the Lord with his devotees. And if you think that we point on others or we point on external things, these are the source of my unhappiness, then it means we are covered by ignorance, tamaguna. We have not passed the test. So try next time. You have to get more experience in this material world. More birth, death, disease, old age. We need. We have to go on like this. This is how it is explained in the Shastra. Something to say on this? Some thoughts? We have to what is environment favorable for Krishna, practicing or realizing? Disco. Disco? No, not really, huh? What could be? Everybody knows what is where we feel attracted, what we need from the external. But what is favorable? Favorable is the association, sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha with more advanced devotees. And humility and sincerity. When you want to know Krishna, you have to associate with those who know Krishna. And otherwise, we should not expect that I know of one who is pure devotee. He will now immediately reveal. No, he's pure devotee means he's a tool of the Lord. He's speaking, thinking, only everything what he's doing. He sees this as a service to his Gurudev or to Mahaprabhu or Radha Govinda. There's no interest in this world. Everything he does for pleasing Krishna. And then you have to see where I'm standing. I am also doing only to please Krishna, or do I have so many plans or so many desires, what I want to do, or you advance in spiritual life, we take responsibility. And this responsibility, it is our life. This is our connection to Krishna. If I don't care for responsibility and only hear what the mind tells me or what others tell me or nature arranges, external nature, then I'm not fit. I will not understand. So, Ashlisheva abhinashtumam adasanam mam karutuva tadavadav vatomat prananatas sevanabhava. Mahaprabhu, he says this. You may kill me, you may whatever you want. You may impress me, you may do whatever you want. I belong to you. You are my only Lord. So he will not be disturbed by whatever may happen. But he will never give up his devotion and his service. You may kill me, you may destroy me, or you may impress me, or you may take me close to your lotus feet. You, my Lord, whatever you want, you will always be my beloved Lord. This is the attitude we have to develop. We are only here, pure devotees, I speak now, and to please Guru and Gauranga and Radha Govinda. This, but where you're living, this is temporary, it's illusion, it's called Maya. It's ignorance. As soon as I take shelter in illusion, everything is gone. Everything is gone. When I give up my devotion, or Maya is capturing me, then I give up my service, then everything is gone. Whatever I may have understood, it will be covered by ignorance, by Maya, illusion.
It's there, it will be covered.
Of course. Everybody who comes in this world is covered by illusion, by Maya. This Kinjan, he is planning his life now to jump into the reality, this reality, not the reality. Maybe in 10, 20 years, 30 years, he will think, oh my God, I had the chance. I did not take it. Now it's late, I am bound in this world. Family, children, Papa. It goes very fast. Years go like anything. And your grandfather, you cannot change anymore. There's no Krishna there. Too much attachments. But it does not mean that the householder cannot become pure devotee or outside even, but very difficult. not easy. Only when we get the mercy of the Lord, Sadhu Guru, we will remember, and we will perhaps not forget Krishna, and we become detached through his mercy. This is not for beginners what we are hearing here. This is torturing for those who live in the material world. Now you can smile, but reality is, when this finished program, then again we dive into the ignorance. The mind appears, hey, I am your master. I have to tell you so many things. Step by step we can approach him. If you cannot surrender fully, then we can send with starting chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, beginning we can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but beginning is we make much offense because our mind is working. As long as the mind is not changing also, we are wandering in the material world, even if we chant Hare Krishna. So, but after we continue, it becomes Namvas. We are realizing we get purified, and we are realizing that actually Krishna is reality. He is the only reality. Whatever you experience here is only a moment. And then you have to go again. And according to our action and our mental condition, our desire, they will guide us to the next body. So we have to, there's always a way, but first, the most important thing is the desire. I want to become devotee. I want to leave this material plane. I'm not belonging to this plane. Because birth, death, old age, disease, everybody experiences this. And as long as we are not realizing that this cannot be the ultimate goal, to become happy here, then we must search for a place where there is eternal happiness. But this is for us in our condition where we are now is not, we cannot understand it because it's beyond the bodily conception, it is beyond the mental conception. We have to give up our garbage, what is in our mind, our eye thinking, and I have to run from my survival or my sense gratification. We cannot understand spiritual life here. We must get contact with pure souls. And there we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful how to deal with devotees general. Because we do not know who is who. So if we make offense, then we may be thrown into material problems, and we may take part, and we may get consequences or the reaction of this. So the higher you come, the more you have to be careful how to deal with devotees. That's because we say we are the servants of the servant of the servant of the servant who serves the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. This is our position. And when you're still, your mind gets up and says, I am the servant of you are hanging 3 times more. I am the servant of 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 the servant. I am the last in the line. I am insignificant. I have not, no one else has created my good and my bad. I am the creator of this. And if I want to get out, I have to understand it is not external, some source what makes me trouble. It is my life. I have created it. I will get everything according to my karma, my past activities. This is the law of this nature. Action and reaction. If you want to overcome it, surrender. Sarvanam parityaja mamekam saranam bhaja. Aham savape bhavibhyom. Pape. I will free you from all sin, from all reactions. With your surrender to me, don't be afraid. You have to be conscious. Every second death can come. What are your desires? What is your condition? You will continue just where we have stopped now. So if there's no Krishna, then you will go again to this material plane. You will take birth. You will continue and will harvest the fruits of our past activities. This is the law of this nature. This we have to understand. It's basic. Because is there anything more to say? No. Jai Srila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev ki